All right, hello everyone. Oh, I guess I gotta pop the chat up here. Oh, I think I'll get chat now. I'm not sure. We'll give it a few minutes. Reverend Ryan Bob Gibbons, how you doing? Andrew Lee, Aiden. Let everyone kind of pile in here. Kevin, Rogue, DH. So this is only going to be about 10, maybe 15 minutes at the longest. There is Taylor. Hello, Taylor. What up, Bob? What up, CH Aquatics, the Bearded Fish Keeper? Bearded Fish Keeper, I might have to enlist your help here pretty soon. I saw those stands you were making for someone else. Looking pretty good, my friend. I think I'm going to be... Oh, man. I forgot how bad chat is on a phone. Hello, good sir. Bob, how's it going? Chestnut Brown, it is going good. So, I think it's going to be a long time because I am a rocket man. So just to let you know, on my phone, I only see 3 chats at a time. It is absolutely horrendous. Show the raccoons. Raccoons are still in quarantine. Well, there's a nice big pleco for you. I did just throw some food in here so we can lure out a lot of the plecos, and we'll see them at different stages of their life cycle. So now's the time. I've had a few requests for updates on this tank, so I figured, you know, might as well just do it on today's episode of the live stream. Hi Bob, I'm setting up a 40 breeder with RO water. What ferts are recommended to restore nutrients in the water? You're going to want something that restores minerals in the water. And there's quite a few products out there. You can actually use like crushed coral substrate if you wanted to go that route. And that's what I do just because it's easy and simple. How many 1-inch fish in a 10-gallon? I don't really go by the 1 inch per fish rule, or one inch per gallon. Is that what they say? I think so. Hi Bob, just moved to Western Washington. Where can I get guppy grass? The same place I got it, Aquabid. I don't really have any to spare. I use all of it. So just a quick announcement. I will be doing daily videos for the rest of the month. However, there are going to be videos like this where I just hop on for 10-15 minutes and I'll pick a tank and we can talk about it. Hold the phone upright, portrait, landscape. It's different for the one streaming. Flynn is here. How you doing, Flynn? So I've done a video on this tank like 15 times. It's always the same video in a row. That's why I figured I would do it on a live stream. Maybe people have some specific questions. Marmendia says, Aquabid confuses me. Don't understand the transshipping. I would not get involved in anything related to transshipping. Just saying. That means you're going to have to find someone with an import license and go through them. They're going to charge a fee. So what looks like a good deal is going to end up being a pain in the butt. Taylor hates guppies. That is true. What website should I use to buy fish? I use Aquabid. You can't go wrong with Aquabid. Just make sure you're buying from a reputable seller. So someone who has lots of good reviews. I don't know how clear that's coming in. How is Little Steen and Micro Steen and the new Dragon Puffer? Angela, that was yesterday's video. Check it out. You'll see all of them. Let's see. How many pairs of breeding guppies are in there? Oh gosh, I have no idea. I have absolutely no idea. A lot. I originally started with 12 guppies and have since bred well over 1,000. Are you and Taylor still getting a flower horn? That is true, Crazy Diva. We are getting a flower horn. Let's see. Steenfott Aquatics, what aquatic critters, fish, inverts, etc. aren't legal in Washington would you keep if they were legal here? Dwarf crayfish, the Mexican orange dwarf crayfish. What size do guppies become sellable to a store? I sell them as adults. So you can, I don't know if you can see that. It doesn't look really good with that Costco lighting. The Costco lighting, while effective, does not make your tanks look that great, I think. But I only sell them as adults. Too many. My friends recommend Seachem Equilibrium. Does that work, or is crushed coral a better option? Nathan, I use crushed coral just so I don't have to keep buying products over and over and over. You can see down here, now a lot of this is oyster shell that I dumped in, but there is crushed coral that I have put in here as well. Hello, Cole. What kind of water do Guru? Don't know what that means. So since you're changing the videos, does that mean you're not doing the hour live streams? No. This is just in addition. So I'll still have the 2 produced videos a week. I'll still have the 2 live streams a week. And then I'm also going to, in addition to those 4, I'm going to do 3 additional just 10 to 15 minute live streams here. And I need to figure out how to turn off Facebook so I don't get spammed with Facebook while I'm doing this. It's a process. The original guppies were called Bob's Disciples. I like that. That's kind of funny. I appreciate guppies, but hate having them without a culling fish. Yeah, luckily, when I first started this out, I did have to cull a lot of guppies, but I haven't had to do that in a really long time. I don't know why. Maybe just it worked out. I finally got rid of all the bad genetics. Those are red-eyed albino guppies. Nope, they are red delta guppies. And then there's also, they were calling them like sunset guppies, which are like this one right here. I should have put some better lighting on here. But like the golden tail or whatever, those were sold to me as like a sunset. How long to go from fry to adults? That's impossible for me to track. There's way too many in here for me to track that. If I had to guess, probably about 3 months. What do I recommend as a minimum tank size for a crayfish? It depends on the crayfish. There's different size crayfish. Do you have a problem with bent spines in your guppy colony? Little largemouth, I used to. When I first got them, it was horrendous. I would say probably at least 15% of them were coming out with bent spines. But now I'm looking around in here and I don't even think I can find one with a bent spine at all. And I'm sure I'm feeding higher quality food, and through culling, I'm guessing that's what got rid of it. Will I ever buy a lobster? Only to eat. Only to eat. Did I decide if I was going to put the apistogramma in this tank? Not yet. I think if I do, I'm going to add more guppy grass and more moss. Because look at, there's just a ton of shrimp in there, and I want to still be able to produce shrimp. Do you cull super reds, Bob? Nope, so far I haven't had to. How much and how often do you feed the tank? Every single day. And how much? Like if I have a can of green beans, I put the entire can of green beans in here. Sandy Cheeks says, will you sell me a trio? If you are local, I will, but I do not ship. Bob, don't you have an L50 155? I don't think so. What's the common name? Or the scientific name? I don't remember that offhand. I see, Marmendia says, I see culling being used differently a lot, sometimes referring to euthanizing the fish. What exactly does it mean? Basically, you're killing the fish. One way or another, you're killing the fish. When I cull them, I was taking them out and putting them in my African cichlid tank, and they became food. So yes, in a roundabout way, you're killing them. Hello Vince, how you doing? Okay, thanks so much. I'm new to Planet Tanks and want to start off on the right foot. Any recommendations for basic FERT? Well, if you're doing a Planet Tank, how come you're using RO water? Any particular reason? How much do I sell your guppies for to the LFS? Females are $1. I get $1 per female and $1.50 per male, which I feel is a really good value. How has the colony rebounded since the population crash? Yeah, it's doing really great. I've only sold once, so I've only taken one batch in since that happened. So slowly but surely building up the numbers. It looks really foggy for some reason. That's the Costco light, like I said. But for anyone who doesn't know, I had almost all of my guppies, except for a couple fried, die. Oh man, I want to say 4 months ago, maybe. Do I have experience with rainbow sharks? Not for years and years and years. I think the ones at my pet store are Mexican dwarf crayfish. Mexican dwarf crayfish are, well, they're dwarf. They can go in really, really small tanks. Like, you could put a pair of them in like a 5-gallon tank just fine. I think I already answered that. Did you get Super Red from Barbie? I met her about a month ago. She was great. Yes, I did. All my Super Reds are from Barbie, who is the Pleco Queen, who is a moderator on Planet Catfish and travels the world and collects plecos, does talks on them. Super awesome person. Fish are making me want sushi. I got lots of guppies here. If you had time off work, would you be interested in going to catfish conventions like Cataclysm? Oh yeah, absolutely. Bob, are your L46 showing any breeding behavior? Negative. I'm about to completely redo that tank though. I'm going to be adding lots of woods and a lot more caves. Bet a sorority going to happen? Kinda already is. I have 3 females in a 40-gallon planted tank. Parameters for that tank: the water sits at about 72 degrees. pH is right around 7. Yeah, I don't know what other parameters you want to know. That's pretty much the basic. It's filtered by sponge filters. Water changes every 3 days. I'm getting the same thing over and over. I don't know what's going on. The same comments are showing up like 3 times in a row. I'm using RO water because I want a pistos in my tank. I heard a pistos like very soft water. My tap water comes out very hard, so I figured I needed to use RO water. So, Nathan, it really depends on the pistos, and then it depends on if you want to breed them. So, like, Apistogramma cockatoides is the most popular apisto in the hobby, and because of that, they've been bred in just about every type of water parameters that are out there, and do very well in just about anything. They'll even breed in high pH water. I know some local breeders that breed apistogrammas upwards of 7.5 pH with no problems. So, but there are other apistos that you need to get down to like 4 pH for them to breed. But that's, again, only for them to breed. You can keep them at like 6.5, 7 pH. They just won't breed. Let's see. L55 name, black pleco with white spots. Yeah, I don't know. The only black pleco with white spots I have are the Starlight plecos, which are the L183, which I'm probably going to sell. Hello, V-Stag. Evening all, just checking in. I'm up for a mid-evening. Alright, thanks Discus Newbie. Any links to her? I would love to get some. I don't know that she sells like that. She has a retail store in Spokane, Washington, but I don't know that she sells online. Any tips on selling plants to your LFS? You're going to have to start a really good relationship with your LFS. So get a hold of the aquatic manager or who's ever in charge there and just start getting a conversation, and make sure you talk to him every time you go into the store. How's Potato? Potato is doing well. Live feeding. The little granules that you probably can't see are tetra granules that I threw in to get all the plecos out. So I ran out of green beans. I was going to throw green beans in here, but I ran out. Oh my god, the shrimp are making me feel sick. Well, look at all those up there. Alright, we got about 1 more minute. Snowball plecos. I do have snowball plecos. What is a pleco that stays relatively small? The Colombian zebra pleco, the rubber lip pleco. Hit that like button, says Deb. I have L183 too. He's going to a better home. I support his adventures. I have no idea what you guys are talking about. How long and bright is the Costco light? How much money? Mary Beth Mabe, I do have a video dedicated to this light, but it's 45 inches long. It was $40, and I don't remember any of the specifics. Let's see. But look at the video because I show the lumens and all that wattage, all that jazz is on there. Bob, can you show us how big of a piece of Rapashi you put in that tank? I've done that before in previous videos on this tank. Do you have a dream fish, like a fish you can't keep but want? Currently, the only fish that I would consider a dream fish is a fish that I can actually get which is the Benthachromis trichotti. It's a Tanganyikan cichlid. Thanks for the fun stream. Yep, that's it. It's 15 minutes. I hope if you have any other questions, you would leave them in the comments. But like I said, this is what we're going to be doing 3 times a week now, just 10 to 15 minute live streams. Thanks everyone for stopping in. Thanks everyone for supporting me on Patreon. It means a lot. I'm sorry if there are any super chats that I missed. I don't think so, but it's really hard to see super chats when you're on the phone. So again, if you have any questions, leave them in the comments after this uploads. Thanks for hanging out, and I'll see everyone. Let's see, we got a live stream tomorrow, same time, 5 p.m. Pacific. Thanks everyone.